And welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to No One Survived. In this episode, I want us to finish off creating the melting furnace, get what we need for that, which is going to be going out picking up some stone, not only to finish adding to that, but we also need stone for our clay so we can continue to make bricks. And of course, we'll get some wood, or get some logs and finish off all the bricks. And then after we get that built, while that is creating some like iron ingots and stuff like that, I would like for us to build a, what do I want to call it? Like a storage shed. I was thinking of building like a 4x4 room right next to this side, and it'll be strictly for storage. Just a giant storage room full of, those racks in there, lots of shelving, lots of storage space. I presume that we're going to need a lot of that. And I think if we put it off to this side, we might be able to slowly start expanding it outwards as well. And then we still have our little, main house over here and just kind of continue to expand after that. So we're going to have to go get a lot of stuff. I'm going to go collect some logs, collect some stones after that, and we'll get to building. So I'll bring you guys back after we get a few things. All right, we should have the last of the bricks. Sweet. Now we have our melting furnace. And let's see, what can we make in here? All right. So we can put in all the ores, and we can put in all of the nuggets and blocks. So we can start making aluminum, iron, and copper. All right, let's get, I think we have mostly all of them in here. We can take all the ores out of here. Might as well put it into the other one. Actually, what we could do is keep the ores in this one and put the blocks in the other. So then this one can just work on bricks and nuggets and all of that. I think that would probably be a better idea. Okay, so this one we do have to keep fuel in here. Can we put, oh yeah, so we throw the whole thing of coal in there, and look at that, 1400. That'll be more than enough time to cook up all those iron ingots. Okay, so while that's running, let's go and work on building ourselves a massive storage unit over here. And take out our hammer. Now what I'm thinking of doing is I want to make it like one block off of this and start the 4x4 maybe over there. Let's get rid of this. And so the reason I put these against the wall, so that way we'd have the correct spacing. So if we decide to connect it later, we can. But I want just a regular 4x4 kind of standalone building over here. So let's finish doing this. So we'll go, what's it, 2, 3, and 4. Now the reason I'm doing a 4x4 is we have the beams that are 4x4 wide. So we should technically be able to just add the pillars or columns on each of the corners and then run the pillar across the top, or the beam across the top in the 4 ways. I'm not too sure how the ceiling will go. We'll figure that out when we get there. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm actually contemplating on just leaving this open. Well, like just walling up the sides and then put a roof on it, but leave this front open. Maybe just have some pillars in there. Be kind of like a just a large open area that's covered. We'll see how that goes. But for now, let us. Where is our beams? So we want a beam there, here, and we're gonna do something a little different as well, because I learned something with the last building that we did on this house, which is it's a tad bit too short. So when you add that other, storage on top, it clips through the roof. So what I'm thinking of doing after we kind of reduce this brightness a little bit. Let's bring this back down to close to normal. There we go. I want to add, wrong button, a 1/3 column. So I think with just this 1/3 sitting up there, this should be tall enough to where the storage unit won't clip in through the ceiling. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So yes, we have the 4 grid. So there, and there. Now we might have to do one down here as well. Mostly just for the walls, so they have something to snap onto. But I think that would actually work. Now to try it out, can we put, oh yeah, see look, we can put all of these all the way through there. That's cool. And then what we can do is I want to give it kind of like a cool look to it. So in that 1/3 spot that we have at the top, let's see about putting in, will this fit in there? Will that not work? All right, that won't work. We could put the 3rd wall. Oh, we don't have, ooh, how much are these? Ooh, that might be kind of cool. Putting in like a stone top. Nah, we'll make it cheap for now. So, oh, well, hold on. Okay, I was hoping. All right, so let's go and add these around. All right, what's that gonna look like? Yeah, I kind of like the look of that. That actually looks pretty freaking cool. And let's see, do we want to put a flat roof on this thing? Oh, if we put a flat roof, I don't know. There's something about just a good old roof. You know, I just think this would honestly look better than if we did a flat roof. Like, I don't see us extending upwards on this one. It would just literally be a big, huge square. I think this one is just going to be a storage unit that we might be able to turn into something a little bit later on. But for now, I think this will work. We're going to do a tall. We're doing kind of like, oh, sorry, not tall. Yeah, we're going to mimic what we did in the other place. All right, so that was interesting. So yeah, when you do the roof, you need support through the center. And so kind of had to turn into into like a carpenter. I ended up putting or adding these little 1/3 pillars here, and then running a beam, a 1x4 beam all the way across, and then another 1/3 up in the corner, and then building a 2x2 square on the inside, so then we could attach the roof. That actually came out looking really kind of cool. You know, it's kind of has that industrial look to it. That's pretty badass, to be honest. Heck yeah, I like it. And, you know, I know we talked about this before, but where is the awnings? I'm sorry, the eaves. I'll see what this would look like with eaves all the way around it. All right, and these corners just pop right there. Actually looks kind of nice. A little too far down. All right, let's see. Boom. You know, I kind of like this. I really do. And you know what we could do Let's go to structure, wall. Could we do... Like, I'm wondering if I want to add something like this. Just so kind of squares it off in there. Yeah, you know what? I think I like that. And then just for visual, let's go and grab a beam and throw a beam right there and throw a beam right there. Yeah, I like that look. And then we can walk right in. We'll have all of our storage all the way around in here. Oh, heck yeah. All right, we're gonna need a hell of a lot of wood. All right, so we've got the basic structure built. The foundation, all the pillars, the beams, all of that stuff. I can't quite get to the top ones up there. It's just a little out of my area. No matter how hard I try to, get that to go, it just ain't working. So I'll have to, like, I don't know, build some scaffolding, some temporary scaffolding or something to get up there. But we have a little bit of log left. I think what we'll do is we'll get some boards making, and then while the boards are being built, I want to kind of lay out what the storage system could look like in here. I have some ideas, and we'll kind of see how this comes out. But I'm gonna get those going, and then I'll bring it back when we are, maybe at the point where we have the basic layout complete. I don't think there's any way we're getting that completed in this episode, but we'll see. We will definitely see. All right, so we've got some storage kind of set up already. Went and created, was that 3, 6, 12 storage chests in here. We've got the racks built. We've got that rack and that rack built, but getting low on simple parts, getting low on boards. So I think this is definitely a good start for kind of where we're at. We'll go through, we'll label each of the boxes. I'm still thinking of keeping those boxes in there as kind of the drop off, and then we can transfer them into here, which will all be organized and labeled. Like we can put this one as, simple parts. Save it, and now it's labeled. So now we know where to put all the simple parts. But we are getting dangerously low on protein. It is day 10, and I think I want to go take a look back in that area and see if anything had respawned. So let's go get some weapons and get suited up, and let's go do a little looting real quick, shall we? All right, it's starting to get dark, and we are completely full. We got pretty good amount of stuff. We got this full thing, and in here, come here you, this is jammed full of food and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I think that was a pretty good loot run. So let's head back, and I think what we'll do is we'll start doing a little bit of cooking so we can get our guy healthy again, because he's not doing so good. Yeah, that protein, carbs are going low, and he's starting to get pretty tired. So let's head in and let's take care of a few things. All right, we are about as full as we can be. So before we finish off this episode, I want to do a little organization and unload everything in there into these boxes. So I'm going to go through and get all of these labeled what I think we will put in here. And I will bring you guys back. Oh, that didn't work. Got to save it first. Cool. And then I'll bring you guys back after I get it, well, semi-organized. All right, it took a while. We're actually at day 12. But I think we got everything sorted. So we've got like backpacks and cooking pots, fibers and small things. What do we got? Food, can, and water. We just have water in there right now. The raw food, clothing, medical stuff, miscellaneous, of course. Oh, you know what? Let's take this stuff out of there, and this can go up here. I'm still kind of storing ores and bricks and stuff like that in here. And then we will also continue to store iron ores and all the blocks in here as well. Let's split that and get this thing continue to run. There's a couple more things that can cook up. Perfect. And then over in here, we got a box full of Cinple parts, our weapons, all of our books and drawings, thing just full of toolboxes, stuff that we want to send to the trader, our enjoyment things, cloth and fabric, any of the ingots, miscellaneous stuff, rubber, plastic, delicate parts, you know, things like that. Our tools, any ammo that we may have, and lastly, our electronics electrical box. So at least we have somewhat of an organizational system going, which will help when we start doing a little bit more looting. But I think we're going to end it here. This was a pretty busy day, and we're got to work on sleeping, get a little bit more water. We got to clean ourselves, too. We'll do that here in a minute. But if you guys are enjoying the season, please let me know. I'm thoroughly enjoying making this, and I want to continue to do this for a while. So if you guys could, definitely comment down below. Let me know if we should keep this thing going. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one, all right? Make sure you guys keep it simple, and I'll see y'all very, very soon. Bye, everybody.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit, I look